How is Dwayne today? Loyalist, Kingdom Minds. Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne and Jazz. We have Genos VS War Machine, One Punch Man versus Marvel's Iron Man Death Battle.
I gotta go for Genos.
I know
let
you
you know
do.
that
I
right
know.
now.
I go for the GOAT.
War Machine is cool.
But they already have Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Iron Man better.
Yeah,
like, come
you know,
on.
Yeah,
Right?
I get that.
Screw
If you guys have any questions, please follow us on social medias in the link below. Don't forget to subscribe and let's dive on there. Oh, you know what time it is.
Sometimes the most awesome heroes aren't born, they're made. Like when I got my shotgun leg.
Well, at least some heroes know what to do with their new abilities.
Like Genos, the cyborg sidekick of One Punch Man.
And War Machine, best friend and understudy to Marvel's Iron Man.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
Look at how savage Genos looks. Look at
Yeah, he looked good.
Every time he was in a fight scene, it was
Ever
good.
think about how if there weren't so many villains blowing up fictional places, we wouldn't have so many awesome heroes?
Genos was a happy 15-year-old living a quiet life until his family and town were obliterated by a deranged cyborg.
Thankfully, he was saved by a scientist, and Genos had one request. He wanted to be a powerful cyborg too. Weird. I mean, I guess he really liked how the other cyborg violently murdered people.
No, this was a means for revenge.
Yes.
Genos set out on a walkabout of justice. Though it wouldn't be long until he found his match in the one and only Mosquito Girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
remember?
Making me pitch a tent, and not to keep her out, if you know what I mean.
Ew. Luckily, another hero stepped in to save the day.
Look out! It's the One Punch Man himself.
Understandably impressed, Genos
He was like,
asked
"How are you so
Saitama
strong?"
to take him on
Right.
as a student.
Caped Egghead here wasn't too excited about having a sidekick, but they eventually became buds.
The two were quite the dynamic duo. Genos in particular rose to fame thanks to his adoring fans.
Yeah, he's pretty popular with the ladies.
He's hot.
obviously.
Look
Yeah,
at
look
him.
at him.
Not
Look.
for Baldy McPuncherson, though.
To improve his hero work, Genos received numerous upgrades and repairs from Dr. Kusano, the same man who turned him into a cyborg in the first place.
Mostly because he can't get out of a fight without something getting blasted off. He's
Yeah.
got super durable armor over his entire body, and he can pop his limbs on and off like a friggin' lizard tail.
Genos' limbs and body are incredibly
sea
strong,
king, deep sea
able to
king.
easily
Yep.
defend against
Oh,
powerful
man.
attacks.
And
Woo,
the metal
boy,
that makes
that-
up his body has been upgraded
That's
to
season
protect
one, though.
himself
Yeah.
from acid or heat. On top of the
Him versus
boosting his
Garo
speed
is
and overall
cool, too.
power.
He has multiple niche upgrades as well, such as an adhesive he can spray from his heels to immobilize foes.
Talk about a sticky situation, right, Wiz? Well, he only needs to use the goop if he hasn't already noticed his opponents with his hyper sensors or weird cyborg eyes, which can zoom and enhance the most distant of evildoers. Dun dun.
His eye can see in infrared or track image signatures.
And he can shoot a blast of blinding light. Solar flare!
Right.
There's far more
Basically.
weaponry across his body. Hidden blades, arm missiles, and electric shocks, just to name a few. With his rocket boosters,
He
he
got a lot
moves
of stuff.
faster than almost anyone. And he can even fly. Well, sort of.
You didn't even mention that his arms have freaking cannons in them.
These are his incinerators, powerful blasters of fire of which he can control the size of the resulting explosions.
And
No, that
slapping
is
both
similar
arms
to,
together makes the more
War
powerful
Machine, the
spiral
circle.
incinerator
Yeah.
blast. Then there's his Ultra Helix incinerator. If only I had two shotgun legs, I could put both of them together for an Ultra Leg Blast.
How would you even aim?
Oh, I mean, it's not that hard. All you do is first you lift one leg like this, and then
No.
you lift the other one. Oh, God, I fell on my keys.
Anyway, the incredible energy of his Ultra Helix incinerator comes directly from a power core housed in his chest, which powers most of his tech.
But even with so much firepower, his physical attacks are awesome too.
Yes.
Like the time he jet drive arrow kicked this elder centipede asshole so hard in the teeth.
His incinerators are powerful enough to eradicate monsters.
I think we want to watch that.
buildings,
anime
Watch the
again.
season one
Yeah.
again?
This
Yes,
is the
bro.
mountain in the world as a reference. The size of the damage and the
And sub,
fact that he vaporized
And
that
sub,
thing
'cause I-
makes it a
dub
feat
is
worth
okay.
66
Dub is okay.
kilotons of TNT.
Not only is Genos strong, he's incredibly fast, moving faster than the human eye can see. He targeted and struck this city-destroying meteor rocketing through the sky.
And those big boys are no joke.
What big boys?
Meteors! Those things killed the
Yeah.
dinosaurs.
Well, the fact that he was able to actually hit the big boy, not just targeted, means he must have been moving 200 times faster than sound.
Genos is badass enough that he can survive getting hit with his own incinerator cannons, on top of managing to withstand getting crushed by mosquitoes. Like, a shit ton of them.
By measuring the size of that swarm, we deduced he's being crushed by 65 trillion mosquitoes.
Whoa,
A
whoa.
combined weight of 358,000
Ah, oh,
That's
man.
my
Go
nightmare.
anyway but that.
Oh, yeah.
While
that
his
was-
precise bundle of bugs is impressive, Genos has also withstood a runaway train slamming into him.
Luckily, it didn't make a dent on his power core. Without that, he wouldn't be able to do pretty much anything.
Right, the power core is unfortunately the
It's like his heart.
core of his weakness as well.
Oh, I was just about to do that one. Anyway, one time, Genos tried to use that core to self-destruct just to kill that annoying mosquito chick. Now, that might sound crazy to you, but have you ever had to deal with 65 trillion mosquitoes all at once?
I know.
I do it.
Regardless, Genos has shown time and time again that he's a fearsome hero to contend with.
Sure, he hasn't found his family's killer yet, but he has found a new family with Saitama and friends, and he'll keep getting stronger and
Upgrades,
stronger.
yup.
Yes.
You think we're gonna get a One Punch Man season 3?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's
Yeah.
how they ended it off for season 2. Like
Yeah.
Garo just like left with one
For
of the
some young
villains. They
boys
took
like
him.
James Rhodes, joining the military seems the best way of making something of themselves.
And Rhodey fit right in with his knack for machinery. He got top marks in the army
He
and
sure
became a
was.
pilot.
He
Eventually
sure
becoming an
was.
expert in
Lucius, he
aviation
was
engineering.
Lucius.
Yeah, I was like, they
Combat.
just switched him
Then
like
on
nobody
one fateful
noticed.
mission, his helicopter was shot down.
Things didn't look good, but then Iron Man showed up.
Turns out Rhodes wasn't the only one in trouble. Tony Stark was stranded without enough power for his suit and asked for his help. The two began an epic adventure that turned them into close friends. Rhodes stepped into the shoes of a superhero and became a man his younger self would be proud of.
And being Tony's best
He got,
bud
like,
had
that
some
classic
perks, like
70s.
taking over
They
as
did this
Iron
one.
Man sometimes.
Yes.
Who
But you see
wouldn't
Iron
jump
Man
into
suit?
that suit
Yeah.
at the first chance?
Next time, baby. And eventually, Tony
Not
offered
really.
Rhodes a
Not next
superpowered
time for
suit
you.
of his own.
That's when regular old James Rhodes became War Machine.
Look at them giving a
Oh
little.
yeah, it's like Iron Man but with more guns.
Rhodes had spent years trying to find his place in the world. As War Machine, he found a way to truly make something of himself.
He already had tons of combat experience from the army and a bit of PTSD, but you know, you win some, you lose some. He can do way more anyway. He is a multi-talented badass.
Tony has provided Rhodes with multiple War Machine suits throughout the years,
Yes.
each improving upon the one before it.
Oh, and these
Give
babies
him
are a
upgrades.
beautiful piece of work. Just look at all those weapons.
The suit
Sheesh.
is a specialized variation of the typical Iron Man armor, focusing more
Just
on
with more
firepower
guns.
than tactics
Yeah.
and maneuverability. Clearly. Its alloy is composed of titanium and vibranium,
Hey, like Captain America's shield.
which means it's both extremely durable and light enough to fly at incredible speeds. Very important given the computers, life support systems, and other devices housed within the unit.
That's not even talking about what Rhodey fights with. His fine-tuned rides got repulsor rays and a unibeam in the chest. And did I mention guns, and more guns? Get a look at that! Machine guns, Gatling guns, laser guns,
Whole
flamethrowers,
bunch
the
of
works.
guns.
The suit can generate electromagnetic pulses, particle beams, and even drain energy from opponents.
Oh,
Wow.
this baby's so sweet, I felt inspired to upgrade some of my own arsenal. If you know what I mean.
Oh god.
I don't think I want
He's
to.
gonna put a whole
I
bunch
got
of.
a new
Oh.
gun. It was white when I bought it, but I accidentally washed it with my hat. So obviously, I'm
Okay.
pretty hyped about the guns, but the armor has a lot of really cool other things too.
His most up-to-date suit includes incredible chameleon systems that allow him to
Oh.
not only become invisible, but intangible.
Oh, I didn't know
We
that.
gonna get that in the movies.
Walls.
Alright, I
can
know who's
really use
Muriel.
that, next
Right.
time you try to stab me with a trident.
It was one time, and in the most dire of circumstances, War Machine has a self-destruct function he can call upon to make sure his tech doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
I mean, this work of
That's
art
kinda
can
dark
scan
right
for
there.
things like weird light and electromagnetic signals. But even if Rhodey doesn't see it coming, he can handle the craziest of attacks.
Not only has he been thrown through a mountain with enough force to cause an earthquake,
He survived
Sheesh.
getting nuked. You see the size of that crater?
Wow.
Compared to War Machine himself, this looks like the explosion was over 2.5
So I did a
megatons
little
of
picture of
TNT.
him.
Right, just
playing
feel
there.
like,
It's kinda
right.
to
funny.
fly into orbit and out into space.
Take that, Elon Musk. No, but please send me one of your flamethrowers.
We
Man.
wanted
I see you.
Given how it only takes War
We
Machine
wanted a
about 10
flamethrower,
seconds
but
to
we
get
live
to
in
the
Maryland.
planet's orbit and measuring the distance he's traveled, this puts him at flying speeds over Mach 620.
And while he may be speedy, Rhodey's also strong enough for his hits to be the first and last. He's lifted cars, thrown tanks, and tossed a dude so hard he destroyed a spaceship.
Not to mention the fact that Tony created the War Machine suit to be on par with his own Iron Man suits.
And remember, Rhodey even acted as Iron Man for a while, so plenty of what Tony can do, he can do too, including the time Tony blew up a massive rock the size of Manhattan.
Of course, everything he's experienced as a superhero in the army hasn't exactly been the best for his mental state, which has unfortunately left him with pretty drastic cases of PTSD and survivor's guilt, even sometimes feeling he's not worthy of the high-tech armor he wears.
War Machine.
But he'll push past it to rescue his friends as well as the rest of mankind. Time and time again, Rhodey's proven that Tony isn't the only armored Avenger. Also, did I mention the guns?
Guns galore.
My goodness. Look.
Guns galore.
All right, the combatants are set.
Let's
We've run
go.
the data
All right,
through
let's
all
go,
possibilities.
Genos.
But first, we'll tell you about
War
him so you
Machine.
don't end up looking like One Punch Man.
Ooh, this should be good.
Oh.
I like this
Right,
animation.
it's a little cute.
Having a day to myself, huh?
I can't even have any coffee.
Hey there! Destruction of property is a serious offense, young man.
What more of you? Come for vengeance?
Oh.
Turn you to scrap!
Oh. Oh. Feels like this ain't nothing.
Right.
It's like that's not it.
You said it's not, I'm not done yet.
Right.
A little hot-headed, are we?
It is kind of like he's in a full adult facing like a teenager.
Right.
He hurt you.
Here goes the guns, right?
I think so, yep.
Yep.
He could blast stuff too.
Damn. Already?
Need a hand?
No, he could get it back.
Already have one!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See? There it goes. Now, War Machine
Cannot do that, yeah.
I don't fall apart that easy.
Uh-oh. Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
yes.
Ooh. Damn,
Let me break that for you.
Damn. You
It's
smacked
like
him.
hand blast after
Right.
hand blast. Oh,
Ooh. But he could.
but he could track.
Yep.
Huh. I guess he ran off.
Oh, he can't see him, I guess, when he's in that.
Oh.
This is my Sunday best.
Oh,
now we
the
can see
adhesive,
him.
yep.
Oh. When he did that in the anime, I was like,
I was
oh
like,
my
damn. It's a father. It's selling Gohan.
Right. Who's gonna win? It looks like Genos is gonna
Looks like
win.
Genos is.
Yep.
Damn.
But he survived the little nuke.
Yep, and that's nothing, right? Compared to Genos' blast. Ooh.
Woo. It's not gonna work.
Come on! Die already!
It's an eye made out of vibranium.
Right. Oh, his core.
Oh.
Not yet! I'm taking you with me!
But
Oh, he's about to
does that
self-destruct.
too, yeah.
Woo!
Woo.
Oh, hold on. Who won?
Aw.
Sorry it had to be this way.
Don't talk to me.
You got it.
I mean, did he technically lose? Because he's still talking.
I mean, yeah, you got your head.
I guess.
See no more.
Genos was certainly a serious threat in the field of battle. However, Rhodes held a solid advantage in many different aspects.
He's had years of training in the military, even before becoming a superhero, which means he's been doing this for way longer.
Stratagems aside, let's compare their power output. At his best, Genos had kicked the Elder Centipede backward.
Which was freaking huge.
According to an interview with a One Punch Man manga illustrator, Elder Centipede's body measures 15 meters wide. With that and scaling to its surroundings, we determined its full size to be over 700 meters long.
Jeez.
The force to knock aside something this large would have to be over 15 megatons of TNT.
But War Machine's got the edge over that. Remember the giant rock that was the size of Manhattan?
Taking the square footage of Manhattan and the height of the rock, we found that the energy it would take to shatter a rock of this size comes out to over 280 teratons of TNT.
Teratons.
Way more than Genos knocking around the big bug. War Machine's orbit-breaking flying speed proves he's a lot quicker too. But even if he could get a hit in, Genos had no way to counter Rhodey's energy-draining tech and Ghost Chameleon mode.
Yeah.
That ghost mode
Certainly
was
a powerful
Because he couldn't even
contender,
see him.
But
Yeah.
War Machine's overwhelming firepower and high-tech abilities were just too much for the teenage cyborg.
Yes.
Yeah, War Machine was on the road to victory.
You're on the winning side again.
Number one.
Is War Machine. Thank you for watching this episode of Death Battle. If you want the battle music for yourself, you can find it linked in the description below. And you can check out a link to the Death Battle card and dice game.
Next top. Is that?
I don't know who that is. I'm not gonna lie. Are these people from Fairy Tale?
Oh,
Esther from
okay.
Oh, okay. So it looked like it was Fairy Tale style.
It
so I
did
was
look like Fairy Tale, so I was like, hold on, wait, but I
never
didn't-
watched Fairy Tale really. Like, I've only seen like maybe 5 minutes altogether.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I haven't watched Fairy Tale in a long time, very long time. So I'm
And
a
at
little
Kagome Kill, it was a good anime. It was just disappointing a little bit how it ended, so we tried to forget it in our mind because there were so many deaths of so many characters.
It was like
you do not, if you watch it, don't get
attached to
anybody.
none of those characters, man.
They're gonna be gone.
They're gone. Okay, that's all we're gonna say.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, comment below. Let us know what you think.
Don't forget to like,
Subscribe.
share,
Some more.
dishes.